Hello YouTube and welcome to New Hampshire. I don't know where I was going with that. It is the Boston Red Sox 200 here, and joining me in the booth once again is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys. Whoever wins today gets the lobster, so we're ready for this one.
Yeah, that is for sure. On the poll today is Mohammed Zainadullah, and starting alongside is Stephen Paul III. Row 2 sees Bafode Sacco and Oriole Pollard. William Brock and points leader Jessica Shelton make up row number 3. Ace Rogers and Zach Flickinger row 4. Sam Young and Alger Baranowskis in row number 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions.
So I'm not sure how this design now works. When I've run this track, it's usually Wreckfest, but with Charles' design, now it's probably going to be a caution-free green race to the end. I'm going to pick Jess to win the race from 5th to expand her points lead as Hunter Braxton's been struggling all week. And I'll look for Sky Commons trying to close the gap up on Braxton for the battle, as him and Braxton are the only ones to catch Jessica. And I expect some good racing here because everybody's going for that lobster. And Charles, have you ever seen a lobster before?
Frozen while in a store?
I'll gotta take that as a belt.
Never seen one live, no. So real quickly, as we got a few seconds, Jessica Shelton comes in as the points leader by 22 points over Hunter Braxton, last week's winner. Sky Commons 142 back, as mentioned, the only drivers who could leave here as the points leader. Jerry Shelley and Bafode Sacco make up the rest of the top 5, and here comes the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Rest of the top 10 points, Time Pollard, Becky Lynch, William Brock, Zach Flickinger, and Amanda Shelley. 8 onboards that we will carry here today, should we need them. Starting from towards the rear of the field, Hunter Braxton carrying the Dodge onboard. Jerry Shelley, the Camping World onboard. Becky Lynch, the Hefty onboard camera. Paul Swanson, the Toyota onboard camera. Sky Commons, the Ford onboard. Time Pollard, the AutoZone onboard camera. Trying to remember who's where. Bafode Sacco, the Menards onboard. Jessica Shelton, the Chevy onboard. I think I got them all.
Yeah, Paul Swanson.
I got Paul Swanson, yep. Anyway,
Nice.
green flag is out. We're underway with the Boston Red Sox 200.
This is a good restart by Zazula right there. Three wide, hello.
As it is the two Pollards battling for second right now, the 52 and the 89. Oh, Flickinger's going to wash up the track a little bit, got into William Brock. Caution flag is out.
Man, that prediction went to shit.
Spin on the back
Oh, gosh.
straightaway, including Sheila Shear, who was battling for the wild card. We didn't actually mention that. Wild cards coming into the race, they were Kev Shear and Sheila Shear. Sheila Shear with a 5-point advantage over Henry Williams and a 10-point advantage over Charles Sanford. And that was also then a 17-point lead over Preston Plord.
God damn it, Kev, your mom burned down my she shed.
And Time Pollard also involved, and Johnny Gardner with damage. Kyle Matthews with damage to the 24 car. So
That was quick.
maybe some slight damage to this. I think the 60's good there. And no one pitting underneath this yellow from what we can tell. Let's take a look back at what happened. And we are back. Here's what happened coming off turn number 2. Looks like going to be some contact between the 24 and the 0. Time Pollard also washing up the track though, making contact with the 24 of Kyle Matthews. And there's the contact. So
Weird spot to wreck right in the middle of the straightaway, too.
Zachary Fitzwater also gets a piece of it, and then Sheila Shear just nowhere to go, gets door slammed basically by the 24.
And the 17 goes for the... Oh, I can't believe that she made turn 3.
And Henry Williams does get a piece of this in the 5.
He's in the grass.
Yeah, he is.
17 had a hell of a line in the corner.
Chris Washer gets a piece of it in the 91. And I don't think we actually had any onboards. Let's check to see if... I don't know. We might have the bumper cam of the 42. That might be the only onboard we can get. I don't know. Onboard Hunter Braxton. And we are back. No retirees from the race after that last incident. Mohammed Zain Abdullah is still the race leader. Stephen Pollard third, second. Oriole Pollard third. Jessica Shelton in fourth. Bafot Sacco fifth. Zach Flickinger, William Brock, Sam Young, Ace Rogers, and Smet Ozkan make up the top 10. Alger Baranauskas, who was last in points, right now runs 11th. James Qualls, Mary Shelley, Jonathan Zorline, Kev Shear, Tim Randolph, William Flickinger, Max Anderson, Alex May, Sky Commons, the top 20, Amanda Shelley, RJ Reynolds, Dylan Young, Enzo Nereza, Preston Plord, Chris Livier, PJ Williams, Paul Swanson, Jack James, Jerry Shelley, the top 30. And showing you the rest of the running order right now. As the green flag is back out, we're underway once again, and William Brock, I'm not sure I would have done that.
I think that's going to be a penalty.
It might be even more.
This is not going to work. Okay, it worked.
Oh, Oriole Pollard got into the 11.
This is not going to work.
As Zain Abdullah now goes back for the race lead. But it'll be Stephen Paul III leading at the line.
Well, we needed Jesus to make that pass. We didn't put it on the hood.
Meanwhile, Shelton now makes the move on Oriole Pollard for third, clears off turn 2.
I gotta say, that's the brightest red car to ever lead. There's like 4 red cars in the picture.
As Bafot Sacco slides up the track a little bit through 3 and 4. We are still green, though.
I don't think Pollard has a good enough car to hold off Jess and Mohammed. We'll see how the race plays out.
I'm guessing they also deemed William Brock's move on the restart legal. So he got away with one.
Kyle Sinofsky's move was legal too. We don't have to get into that.
Let's not bring that up. That's like 2 seasons old now.
It's still in the courts. But anyways, we got a good battling around here.
That will be in the courts forevermore. Jessica Shelton now going for second on Mohammed Zain Abdullah. So looking for 5 more points there for the 2 car.
As Mohammed falling a little back, finished second, and Pocono hasn't had really good few races after that.
But a good run here should move him into the top 10 in points.
God, Oriole Paul walked the hill right there.
That's what it looks like. That inside line, maybe not the best through 3 and 4, but works really well through 1 and 2. As Shelton now clears, so.
Are we sure Steve Pollock's not running the 89 car?
I don't know. I mean, that's a half-second lead there for the 89 car. 38th in the points coming in. It has not been a good year. 2 top 5s alone for this season for that 89 team.
I mean, we're running the Jimmy Means backup car, so what do we expect?
Like for half the races, basically, yeah. Smet Ozkan, Mary Shelley battling for 9th right here. And actually, as I say that, Bafot Sacco under attack from Sam Young for 5th.
Sam Young hasn't had it. I don't know.
He hasn't had a good anything for this series, like period. If it's gone, oh, Alex May, the defending champion, big wreck off 4.
Oh God, oh God, everybody's done. Oh God, it's Becky Lynch.
As calamity off turn number 4. All I saw off the screen as there's Charles Sanford involved.
And Sanford with big time damage. One of the Camper cars, but Jerry Shelley's got damage.
Yep. We're going to try and watch the race back to the line.
This could get hairy.
As Chris Washer was right there on the front straightaway. Somehow with where they wrecked, only the top 4 had somehow not taken the caution already. A lot of damage to the 91. Caution flag flies, though. Chris Louvier looks to have been involved, possibly. Alexander Rowe, Jonathan Zorline, Dylan Young, Charles Sanford there. Going to be done for the day for the 63. We were talking about how he might be able to move into the second wildcard spot. Not to be there. Isaac Flickinger, PJ Williams also involved. Preston Plord. Car smoking up here is still Washer. Jerry Shelley with damage. Braxton had to drive through it. Looks like his car's clean. Jack James with rear end damage. Johnny Gardner got a piece of it, I think. Not sure on Time Pollard.
That is not what Stephen Paul wanted to see.
Yeah, because now he's gonna have a mirror full of Jessica Shelton on the restart. With that, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the caution at the halfway point of this race. And we're back. Here's what happened on turn number 4. Alex May washed up the track a little bit into Jonathan Zorline, and a hard hit for the U.S. Army Chevrolet.
That was a hell of a hit. And then everybody here, Arca breaks it.
Dylan Young actually gets... Yeah. Oh, Amanda Shelley, the 36. There's Jerry Shelley. Paul Swanson gets a piece of it.
And then we have the Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch goes up on her side.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're wanting that one, I have... Becky Lynch is actually going to get hit by Chris Washer.
That's where Wash got all his damage from.
Fitzwater, there's Williams.
You know, that reminds me of the 2000s when the Zero rode the wall backwards. That's a red in this one.
And then up here, Dylan Young going to get hit off the wall there, basically from the 77. And Louvier is going to hit into the 48. Jack James gets hit from behind by the 6, who had gotten pile-driven by the 63. Isaac Flickinger nowhere to go. Sheila Shear runs into the back of the 42, but Braxton's going to make it through.
I don't think Isaac Flickinger's in this series.
That's the 41.
Oh, never mind. That's a mulligan.
I mean, he was 25th in points, so I guess he hasn't done much. Either way, we do have some onboards to take on this one. We'll do that, and then we'll be back for the restart. Onboard, Paul Swanson. Onboard, Jerry Shelley. Onboard, Becky Lynch's car.
Oh.
And we are back. Jonathan Zorline, Alexander Rowe, Chris Louvier, Chris Washer, Charles Sanford, Alex May, Becky Lynch, and Zachary Fitzwater out of the race after that last incident. Dylan Young 1 lap down. Stephen Pollard third is the race leader. Jessica Shelton second. Muhammad Zain Abdullah, Oriel Pollard, Bafode Sacco, Sam Young, William Brock, Zach Flickinger, Samet Ozkan, and Mary Shelley the top 10. Ace Rogers, Kev Shear, Alger Baranowskis, James Qualls, Tim Randolph, Sky Commons, R.J. Reynolds, William Flickinger, Max Anderson, and Enzo Nereza the top 20. Paul Swanson, Amanda Shelley, Hunter Braxton, Sheila Shear, Jack James, Johnny Gardner, Time Pollard, Kyle Matthews, Henry Williams, Preston Plord, PJ Williams, Dylan Young, Isaac Flickinger, and Jerry Shelley, the lead lap cars. Actually, okay, so Dylan Young's back there. I guess we are single file restart.
Yes, we're under 10 to go.
No, we're coming to 10 to go.
Oh, really? Somebody bunched up the whole entire field.
I don't know who really would have been necessarily, but Oriel Pollard decides to make the move on Zain Abdullah for third as Shelton goes for the race lead.
Figured that was Shelton's car looks a lot stronger than Pollard, so Shelton's trying.
Although not quite there yet as they go into 3. Meanwhile, Oriel Pollard will clear Zain Abdullah for third.
That's good. There's gonna be another wreck. Everybody's racing crazy here.
Well, we'll have to see. There's less than 10 laps to go here in the Boston Red Sox 200. Zain Abdullah wants third back.
And this is kind of like Pollard. The Pollard's just holding the track, so it's pretty cool to see him running up there in the front.
Yeah, definitely. Shelton having a good run, though, as well as Sacco and Sam Young. I mean, Shelton really doesn't need to go after this win, realistically. The way that Braxton's run's gone, so.
Yeah, Braxton's running the toilet.
As now Sam Young might be able to clear the 8 off turn 2. Nope, not quite, actually.
Really good run for Sam. Where is the 0-1 in points?
23rd.
Yeah, so really good run for them.
As right now battling for a spot in the top 5. Sam currently with one of those on the season.
Now just gained 3.3 on Steven right there.
Point
So
one actually.
0.1.
Meanwhile, Oriole Pollard actually ran the quickest lap of the top three that last time by.
If we don't have a right, we might have Apollo 1 too.
Maybe. As Steven finds a good time to run his fastest lap of the race, which was the second fastest lap that we've seen today.
Well, Lobster's on the Pollard family, it looks like.
Oh, so dinner's on you? Okay, good to know.
Yeah, the bill's on me.
Meanwhile, Sam Young looking for fourth on Zain Abdullah now. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Charles.
I was just trying to say, I was looking at the points, seeing if any of these guys were trying to battle for their first top five of the year.
Well, I'm definitely going to say Steven, even though if he wins, he's way out of the wild card.
Actually, so no, it's not. Bafode Sacco's just trying to get some ground gained a little bit here.
Tarkowski's in the top 10 back there, looks like.
Just outside of it, actually. He's battling for 15th.
Oh, never mind.
Although Nereza, also another one that's struggling in the points back here, trying to get into the top 15. Nereza came into this race 36th in the points, and right now running 17th on the racetrack. Meanwhile, RJ Reynolds, who was 39th in points, currently 14th, battling with Ace Rogers, might be able to get the spot here.
I believe the 60 wrecked last week, so this is a big rebound from them this week, coming back after a tough race.
And Kev Shear running in the top 10, trying to get back into the top 10 in points.
So now all that Stephen Paul wants to see is no wrecks and making it back.
2 laps to go from New Hampshire as Zain Abdullah has fallen to 6th. William Brock wants that spot, not able to get there and through 1 and 2. Meanwhile, Mary Shelley tries to make the move on Zach Flickinger, not able to do so. And
it looks like...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Charles.
I was going to say Shelton's starting to close back in on the 89. They'll see the white, and I don't think they'll catch the lap traffic, luckily.
Jess is going to have one shot. She's going to have to throw it in turn 3 and hopefully to wash Pollard off the track there.
Well, that's going to be the hope, but turn 3's seen the outside line be better, and I don't think Shelton's going to be able to get there.
What
nope.
a day.
And off turn number 4, Stephen Paul III will end a losing streak here. He wins at New Hampshire.
Yeah, I think we haven't won since like season 1.
I could show you how long that winless streak is after we're done recording. It's pretty lengthy though. Actually, here I can show you this way. I think. Trying to find where you're at on there.
It's been a long time.
I have no clue. I can show
at least 3 seasons.
Either way, Stephen Paul III gets the win. Jessica Shelton, Oriole Pollard, Sam Young, Bafode Sacco, Muhammad Zain Abdullah, William Brock, Zach Flickinger, Mary Shelley, and Kev Shear, the top 10. And no one in there actually getting their first top 5 of the year, and no one in there getting their first top 10 of the year. So, worth mentioning there, I guess. Look at the bottom of the field. Obviously, you're only 34 cars finishing the day. Steven, your final thoughts?
It was a good race. Definitely did not expect to win the race. We didn't have a strong car like Jess, but we were able to hold off on the restart. My prediction was wrong. We didn't have a clean long run at the end. And I can't wait to hear Jess's comments about this race. Can't you, Charles?
I'm not going to go into details on that, I guess. I don't know. Either way, congrats to Stephen Paul III on the win. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't done it for more racing-related content and also gaming-related footage. I'm Gordon Fan 291, and I'll see you guys next time.
See you guys.